Donc, bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Je me présente. Mon nom est Jean Leduc et je suis le directeur général de la municipalité. So, good evening, everybody. I am Jean Leduc, the CEO of the township. I'd like to welcome you tonight to this very special evening for elected members of council and also elected members of the police village of Russell. Donc, c'est une soirée spéciale pour les candidats élus et les prochains membres du conseil municipal et également des membres du syndic du village de Russell. Donc, au point de vue du déroulement, je vais inviter la greffière à faire la sermentation des membres du conseil et du syndic du village de Russell. So I will be inviting the clerk to come forward and swear in the new council and also new members of the police village in Russell. Donc, sans plus tarder, so let's get this evening going. Donc, Madame la greffière, Joanne Kenneguet-Laflamme.
Merci, Monsieur Leduc, le directeur général. Thank you. First, I'd like to thank you all for attending tonight's special meeting. We're all gathered here for the declaration of office and oath of allegiance of the mayor, the council members, and the police village of Russell. So to start, I'll ask the mayor, Mr. Pierre Leroux, to come up front for the oath of allegiance.
I, Pierre Leroux, having been elected to the office of mayor in the township of Russell, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any other improper manner. Que je déclarerai tout intérêt pécuniaire, direct ou indirect, conformément à la loi sur les conflits d'intérêts municipaux. Que je jure fidélité et sincère allégeance à Sa Majesté la Reine Élisabeth II. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, and knowing that it is the same force and effect as if made under oath.
This is declared before me in the township of Russell this 3rd day of December, 2018. Congratulations. Stay here. First, before proceeding to the protocol for the chain of office, la chaîne d'office du maire, j'aimerais, de la part de moi-même et aussi de tous les employés de la municipalité, on behalf of all staff and myself as well, to congratulate the mayor on his recent election, and we wish you the very best of luck to represent the interest of the citizens of the Township of Russell for the next 4 years. Thank you. Merci. We will now proceed with the councillors. On va procéder maintenant avec les conseillers. Donc, j'inviterai M. Jamie Laurin à venir faire sa déclaration d'office d'entrée en fonction.
I, Jamie Laurin, having been elected to the office of councillor in the Township of Russell, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as it made under oath.
Declare before me in the Township of Russell and the United Counties of Prescott Russell this 3rd day of December 2018. Congratulations. Going good? Thank you. J'invite maintenant Monsieur le conseiller André Brisson à venir faire son présentation.
Je, André Brisson, ayant été élu au poste de conseiller dans le canton de Russell, promets et déclare solennellement que je m'acquitterai fidèlement et impartialement de mes fonctions au mieux de mes connaissances et de mes compétences, que je n'ai reçu ni ne recevrai dans le cadre de ces fonctions aucun paiement, aucune récompense, ni aucune promesse qui serait de nature partiale, frauduleuse ou illégitime de quelque autre façon, que je déclarerai tous intérêts pécuniaires, directs ou indirects, conformément à la loi sur les conflits d'intérêts municipaux, que je jure fidélité et sincère allégeance à Sa Majesté la Reine Élisabeth II, et je fais cette déclaration solennelle, la croyant consciencieusement vraie et sachant qu'elle a la même force et le même effet que si elle était faite sous serment.
Déclaré devant moi le 3 décembre. Félicitations. I now invite Cindy Saucier to take her oath. Cindy.
I, Cindy Saucier, have been elected to the office of Councillor in the Township of Russell, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, or the reigning sovereign for the time being. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as I was made under oath.
Declare before me this 3rd day of December. I will now ask Mike Tarnowski, le dernier conseiller à prendre son serment. Mike.
I, Mike Tarnowski, having been elected to the office of Councillor in the Township of Russell, do solemnly promise and declare that que je m'acquitterai fidèlement et impartialement de mes fonctions au mieux de mes connaissances et de mes compétences. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner, que je déclarerai tout intérêt pécuniaire, direct ou indirect, conformément à la loi sur les conflits d'intérêts municipaux. I will be faithful to bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Je fais cette déclaration solennelle, la croyant consciencieusement vraie et sachant qu'elle a la même force et le même effet que si elle était faite sous serment.
Déclaré devant moi this 3rd day of December. I'll proceed with the oath of the 3 Police Village of Russell Trustees. So I will ask the first one, Wendy McNally, to come up here for the oath.
I, Wendy McNally, having been elected to the office of Police Village of Russell Trustee in the Township of Russell, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Declared before me this 3rd day of December. The next Police Village of Russell Trustee, Mike Miller, if you want to come up to the podium.
I, Mike Miller, having been elected to the office of Police Village of Russell Trustee in the Township of Russell, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, or the reigning sovereign for the time being. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Declared before me this 3rd day of December. And now I'll ask Mr. Gregory Joseph Rokosh to do the same allegiance for the Police Village.
I, Gregory Joseph Rokosh, having been elected to the office of Police Village of Russell Trustee in the Township of Russell, do solemnly declare and promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, or the reigning sovereign for the time being. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Declared before me this 3rd day of December, 2018. I'll just take just a short minute just to tell the same thing as I told to Mr. Mayor. On behalf of myself and staff, congratulations to all councillors and Police Village of Russell Trustees and on your recent election, and we wish you the very best of luck to represent the interests of the citizens of the Township of Russell for the next 4 years. I'll just repeat in French. Donc, de ma part et de la part de tous les employés de la municipalité, j'aimerais féliciter tous les conseillers et les conseillers, les syndics du village, du police village de Russell pour la dernière élection. Et je vous souhaite la meilleure des chances afin de représenter les intérêts de tous les citoyens de la municipalité de Russell pour le prochain 4 ans. Thank you. Merci.
Merci beaucoup, Joanne. On va continuer la réunion. We'll start with the Councillor's inaugural address. At this point in time, I'll ask Councillor Laurin to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I congratulate every member of council up here on their election to council. Look forward to working.
Sorry to interrupt. Mr. Mayor, just to tell you that the webcast right now, we're having a little bit of difficulties, technical difficulties, so it may not be working properly.
So I guess again, I'll just congratulate all members of council on their election. Look forward to working with you for the next 4 years. I'd like to thank the residents of this wonderful community for putting their trust in me again for another 4 years. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to sit up here and represent you, and I will do so to the best of my abilities. I thank my family for being there for me during the last 12 years now. And each one of the campaigns are hard on them, so I thank them for that as well. And to administration, look forward to working with you as well for the next 4 years. Kept it short and sweet this time.
Thank you very much, Councillor Laurin. Conseiller Brisson.
Bonsoir. Moi aussi, j'aimerais féliciter tous les autres conseillers d'avoir été élus. Je veux remercier aussi tous les citoyens de Russell, Embrun, Limoges et Marionville, que je ne veux pas les oublier, que je vais faire de mon mieux, de ma connaissance, pour prendre les meilleures décisions durant mes 4 ans. Puis un gros merci à ma famille qui m'a beaucoup aidé dans l'élection, parce que je ne suis pas très calé en technologie. Ça fait que ça a été un grand aide de mes filles, surtout pour la page Facebook. Tout. Ça fait que c'est tout un travail d'équipe. Donc je dis bonne chance, puis on va faire de notre mieux dans ce mandat de 4 ans-là. Merci.
Merci beaucoup, Conseiller Brisson. Councillor Saucier.
Good evening. I would also like to thank all my constituents and everyone who voted for me and had the confidence to put me in for another 4 years. Like I said, it was a steep learning curve the first 4 years, but I will continue to work hard and work with the staff. I want to thank the staff also for votre patience avec moi in the last 4 years. And I would also like to thank my family, Mike, my husband Mike, my 2 boys that are here tonight, Nick and Connor, Shayna, for your support and also helping me in the campaign. Mike believed he was my campaign manager, and also my friends Terry and Kathy, who went door to door with me on many evenings. So thank you. And like I said, in my campaign slogan, I said I will work hard. I'm here for you. Je suis ici pour vous, and I will continue for the next 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Saucier. Councillor Tarnowski.
I think I push this button, right?
Yes.
Merci beaucoup. A big thank you to everyone that put me in this position. It's truly an honor and something I will take very seriously over the next 4 years to represent people in this great township. As I promised through my process of getting up here is accountability, transparency, and a service attitude from all of us here. Big congratulations to the council and the mayor coming back. It says a lot to have you back here, and I'm really humbled to be sitting with you, and I look forward to working with you. I'm looking forward to the experience working with professionals sitting here at the front of the table as well. Big thank you to my family, and more specifically my campaign manager, and the person that truly organizes my life, my wife, Tracy Turner. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I guess that makes it my turn. I prepared a few notes for this. So on October 22nd, our community made a decision. a decision to move forward together along the same path we have been traveling these past 4 years. We have achieved so many successes, and we have proven that together we can do better. However, we have many obstacles to overcome, and this new council will have to make difficult choices on how we mold our future. Le 22 octobre, notre communauté a fait une décision ensemble de continuer le trajet qu'on a voyagé pendant les 4 dernières années. Nous avons réalisé beaucoup de succès et nous avons prouvé qu'ensemble, nous pouvons faire mieux. Cependant, nous avons de nombreux obstacles à surmonter et ce nouveau conseil devra faire des choix difficiles sur la façon dont nous façonnons notre avenir. To our newly sworn-in council, we are a diverse group with different views and ideas. But we have one thing in common, our desire to help make this wonderful community a better place to live, not only for ourselves, but also for future generations. We, fellow council members, are tasked with being community leaders. Our words and actions have an impact on the very soul of our municipality. We are responsible for steering this vessel towards better waters. And while it will not always be easy, it is our job to stay strong, to stay united, and to always focus on what is best for our community. We must lead by example. We must treat our positions with the utmost respect, and please remember that my door is always open. To our administration, we have truly raised the bar in the past 4 years. I congratulate every single one of you. However, in doing so, we have also raised expectations. While we have made great strides forward, our community is always looking for us to do better. To build better recreational facilities, to better improve our communications, to make our streets safer, to better our customer service, and to better our environment. We must continue to adapt, continue to evolve, as we have been doing so for the past 8 years. We must think outside the box, and we must have an attitude of servitude. Our vision is to be the first choice when planning your future. And in order to accomplish this vision, we must continue providing efficient services and a healthy quality of life through responsible management. À ma famille, à cause de vous, tous, j'ai l'opportunité d'aider à améliorer ma communauté et de poursuivre une passion. Nous avons souvent fait des sacrifices pour mon rôle de maire. Alors, j'aimerais vous remercier pour tout votre support et encouragement. Mon succès est en grande partie grâce à vous, et pour cela, je serai toujours dans votre dette. To the residents of our amazing community, you have put your faith in me once again, and have allowed me the opportunity to continue serving you as mayor. For this, I am truly humbled. I promise to continue improving, to continue learning, and to continue a collaborative effort. Together, working hand in hand, residents, staff, and council, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. Aux résidents de notre belle communauté, vous avez encore mis votre foi en moi et vous me permettez de continuer à servir en tant que votre maire. Pour cela, je vous remercie. Je promets de continuer à m'améliorer, de continuer à apprendre et de poursuivre une mentalité collaborative. Ensemble, travaillant main dans la main, les résidents, le personnel et le conseil, il n'y a rien que nous ne pouvons pas réaliser. Merci, thank you. Move on to the next item, acting mayor appointments. A motion that council approves the proposed bylaw to provide for councillors to be appointed acting mayor for the term of office of the present council. I need a mover and a second. C'est ça, c'est ici qu'on fait? Comment? Madame Camille-Laflamme?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, that's just the resolution, so we can adopt the bylaw later on. Yes,
Okay.
with the others.
Parfait. Any questions or comments? No? We'll move on, we'll approve that later.
We can have a mover and seconder for the motion.
For this motion? Okay, so moved by Conseiller Laurin, seconded by Conseiller Brisson. All those in favor? All those opposed? Carried. So at this point in time, we will adjourn the meeting so that we can celebrate with our family, have a little bit of snacks, And we'll be back, on va choisir un montant de temps? 6:30, 6:45-ish. Perfect. Thank you very much, everyone.